4 days of just been. I can turn my neck like that much, and then it's sore.
Sometimes I get like that after like a really weird sleeping angle. Like sometimes my neck will
Yeah,
be like ridiculously sore for like 3 days.
I think I've like pinched a nerve or something.
Yeah,
But
that's
just
always the worst.
by sleeping, I've injured myself by sleeping this time. I'm never safe, and neither are you, audience. Welcome to Headset Reviews.
That's how we get you. We get you in your sleep.
Exactly. Like we're like Santa that way. That's right.
Okay.
He gets you in when you're sleeping. He stalks while you're awake.
I can't
Merry
remember the
Christmas.
Futurama song. I can't remember the Futurama song.
You'd know better than I would. I'm Ali Hay. Today is Saturday the 2nd of July.
We're in
2016.
July now.
We're in July. Just don't. Oh, God. Like 2 weeks ago, it was February. Not literally, Mark.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm Ali Hay, and I'm joined by Mark Gibson. It's just
Hello.
it's a low-key two-man operation this week.
Hello. Yeah. Darren might appear at some point, but for the moment he is out with. Hey, he did it last time. He just appeared randomly.
That's true. When he wasn't supposed to be on. Not supposed to be on.
Yeah. But to be fair, Dave was supposed to be on, and he was barely on. So I don't know.
I mean.
So you trying to pin that guy down to get on a subsequent podcast after that? It's a nightmare.
Yeah. Should have been out for his birthday. That was libatious.
Okay.
He was apparently he doesn't remember anything after the first bar we went to. We went to a bar and then a club, and he doesn't remember the club at all.
That sounds about normal for Dave then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. People were basically buying him a lot of shots.
Which is always a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, how are you?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
Busy week. Busy couple of weeks actually at work. But
I can't imagine why.
But
yeah, we've not been on since. We're not going to talk about it, but we've not been on since.
No, we haven't.
Yeah. Hmm.
That incident has died down now, so we don't need to talk about it.
Everything out of this frame is on fire.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, to be fair, with everything that was going on politically, I was expecting to walk in and find that anyway for most of the days of this week. But
yeah.
Because you know, people clearly aren't decided on the political future of our country. So
I've told you what my brother-in-law does for a living.
Yes.
Yes. Don't know how much to say. Basically, he walked into an absolute shitstorm the day after.
Not surprised. Not surprised at all.
Yeah, so for the better part of this week, my internet's been down.
Because of the Brexit vote? That's why.
Yeah, that's why.
No Europeans, no internet.
No, it's I was getting my internet straight from under the channel, which is quite a long way.
This is why the lag is so bad.
No, my ping is terrible. Worse now. I have to go through checks here. Not the country.
Yep.
Like checks and balances. God. But yeah, it's been a real quiet week for me, game wise and everything. It's because my internet. Yeah, so my internet was just down. It was just broken.
So that must have been fun to play Overwatch with.
Oh yeah, great.
Yeah.
When it just doesn't let you in the game. Like, nah, son, come back later. But yeah, it's just it was acting really slow, and then I reset it, and then all of my devices were like, nah, we see it, but we're just not going to connect it. But I'm back now to play over. I've not played Overwatch a lot this week. They rolled out the ranked stuff.
Oh yeah, the competitive match play.
Yeah, which it seems interesting. It's 10. You get 10 placement matches, and then it puts you in a league ranking.
Oh, so they've basically exported the StarCraft matching system.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yep.
Yeah.
It's Blizzard. Why not?
Uh-huh.
We've got a tried and tested system. Let's just copy and paste it over to the next game.
At least this is a good feature. Most copy and pasted features are like, hey, do you like towers that reveal map objectives? We'll put them in all our games. All of them. Even Far Cry.
Even the crew, if you
Yeah.
remember rightly. Yep.
Cars.
Yep.
Mad Max
I,
wasn't Ubisoft, was it?
what wasn't Ubisoft?
Mad Max?
No, that was WB. That was Warner Brothers.
Ah, yeah. That didn't
But
have, that had that though.
yeah, but so did Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah.
So
That game's
can't
so
help.
good. That
I've
game's
had
really,
a
really good.
real urge to go back and
Me
play that.
too. Someone has my copy at the moment, but I really need to get it back and play through it again.
So the Xbox summer sale starts in like 3 days. I want to say
Yeah.
somewhere about there.
Currently, PSN's doing the big Japan sale. So it's all games that are big in Japan.
Oh, so not just like selling parts of Japan, then just the big Japan sale.
But it's big Japan.
It's all pachinko.
Yeah, it's still your pachinko machine.
What's big in Japan? Well, pachinko, gashapons.
Turns out anime games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's probably.
Yeah, well,
How many
games
visual
with an
novel
anime,
can you
games
count?
with an anime art style. Hey, do you like Persona? Hey, do you like Final Fantasy?
Trying to think what else.
Do you like Halo?
Puzzle Dragons.
I don't think that's on.
No, I wouldn't imagine so. It's a mobile game.
It's,
That's it.
I'm
That's about
not
as much.
wrong then.
Puzzle Dragons. That's
There's not Puzzle and Dragons.
yeah, but they never pronounced the "and" when they were talking to me.
Also, is that not Chinese?
Well, I don't know. It was just
Puzzle
super
and
popular when I
Dragons?
was over there. It was
Yeah.
super like when
Yeah,
when a,
but
when a
that's
kid runs up and talks to you about what games they're playing, the first thing they ask is, "Do you play Puzzle Dragons?"
Puzzle Dragons.
Yep. And I'm like, "Nope, I have no idea what your Puzzle Dragons are. I know Sleepy Dragons, but I don't know Puzzle Dragons."
Sleepy Dragons.
Yeah.
You're an old man.
Yep.
You
And
really
yet,
are an old. The kids are running up to you and going, "Look at the fancy touchy typey game."
I was like,
You're like, "Nah,
I played Dobutsu no Mori, and then they all went mental, or at least like the girls did.
what's that?
Animal Crossing.
Stop calling things by their Japanese name."
But that's what you had to
No,
live with over
I
there, was
don't.
because like I say I play Animal Crossing, and they're like,
Yeah, but
you're like, Dobutsu no Mori, and you're like,
it's not like you're like talking in Japanese the rest of the time. You
no,
just turn into one of them, Mark.
it's
See, when you throw in random Japanese things to confuse everyone, you become one of them. One of them.
but it's the opposite. Like when you're over there, that's about the only way you can be understood is by inserting
You're
random
home.
Japanese.
You're home now. You're safe.
I know. Well, I'm home.
True, where you live.
Yes.
I saw when I was coming back from E3 a very, very drunk woman and her friend sleeping on plastic bin bags on your like just on the main road.
Cool. Yep. Sounds about
At
right.
first, I didn't think one of them was like a person. I thought it was another bag, but then, well, the friend was trying to get them up. Glasgow.
Yeah, that's just Glasgow. That's not just like
Yeah.
geographically located to my area. That's the whole city.
Yeah, but it was also like a Monday.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yep.
You'll see
Forgot
that
about that.
every Saturday night on Sucky Hill Street,
Yeah.
but it was a Monday night. It was a Monday morning. It was like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Things
Sounds
we
about
go
right.
through to watch E3.
Party central over here. What can we say?
Yeah. You're known as Glasgow's party animal. Bowl of soup in bed by 9.
Hey, party soup.
Party soup. Is that just alphabet soup, but only with specific letters?
No, just party. Like that's like it's just like one elongated thing. It just says party. They're not separate letters.
So it's a bowl of soup with one piece of like pasta in it,
This is
but
party.
it's weird. You'll make millions.
Speaking of Party Central, I got called up for jury duty, so that'll be interesting.
I have a friend who's been on jury duty for 9 months.
Yes, you said you relayed this information to me, and
9 months.
as things are currently busy at work at the
Uh-huh.
moment, it kind of like made me go, shit.
I think you can belay it like twice.
Yeah, so I've put in a request to like belay
Yeah.
my jury duty, which is
Uh-huh.
fine if they give me it next year, but right now things are kind of a bit hectic. But,
Little bit. Little bit.
yep.
I have never been called up for jury duty.
Yeah, neither did I, and like it just got randomly through the door. It just says jury citation, a big massive fucking font. You're like, oh, that's what that is then.
When the postman's putting them through, he's like,
This guy's fucked.
yeah. 9 months on jury duty.
That's
It worries me because it's like, you know, it's high court, so it's definitely a big case.
yep. That's where I was. That's where I was summoned. So
You're gonna. You should just go and not do your job for 9 months.
well, that's the thing. I was like very tempted to do the Homer Simpson thing of jury duty. I'll see that Quimby kid hanged for this,
Exactly.
and then just post about it all on social media, every single aspect of the case.
Vining from the courtroom.
I'm on Periscope.
Mark, I don't think you'd be able to work Periscope.
It's just I don't know. I haven't used it.
Isn't it just a button? Isn't it
Probably.
always just a button?
Probably.
Games.
So hey, video games. What were you
Yeah, I
playing?
know, right? My internet was out for a few days, so I pulled it and dusted off and left charging because it completely died. My Vita.
All right, that's the thing.
Yeah, so I started playing Persona 4 Golden again, or
Cool.
Persona 4 The Golden.
Is this in preparation for 5
Yeah,
whenever
because I
that may
really,
appear?
oh man, I really want 5, and it's not going to come out here till like late next year
Yep.
because it's what Valentine's Day 2017 for America. It's September this year for Japan, so we're not going to get it for a while.
But to be fair, you could import the PS4 US version.
Are PS4s region
Yeah,
free?
I think
Yeah,
totally think they are. Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't because I couldn't remember if they were both region free this time or region locked this time.
No, they're as far as I'm aware, region free. So you
Oh, good
should
lord!
be able to do that.
I know, but things, the pound's way down on the dollar at the moment.
Yep. But maybe by Valentine's Day things will sort itself out.
Yeah,
Or maybe things will be a lot worse.
yeah.
From the stuff I've heard, it could reach as low as like $1.10 to the pound.
No, it's
So.
crazy politics there. Um, what was I going to say? I don't know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Persona 5. I really am.
As someone who
Um,
is never going to play Persona 5, I think it looks pretty fucking cool.
why are you never going to play Persona 5?
That's
I
JRPGs, man.
know, but it's. I mean, if this is as good as 4, then it's worth it to go through the JRPG-ness to get the rest of it. Because 4 is definitely worth that.
Yeah, we'll see. Like Trez was interested in playing the last Yakuza game, so I don't know, maybe pick up some of that stuff. But I still need to pick up a PS4 first. So
you can. It's coming out in PS3.
yep. But why would you play that version rather than the PS4 version?
Because that's probably the version it was made for.
Yeah, they'll be upscaled.
But yeah, like Persona 4 The Golden's really, really good. I think it's too easy compared to
Oh, did
original
they nerf
Persona
the
4.
difficulty?
No, so they chain like there are so many new systems compared to the original one. Like there's a whole new area, and I'm July, and I think you start. Is it February or April you arrive? It's the year.
Whenabouts in July are you?
Start of July.
Okay, so you're still in school just now then?
Yeah, I'm still in school, and
School holidays normally come in about what,
I've
halfway
just
through July?
yeah. Well, they're talking about summer
Yeah.
vacation coming up.
Yeah, then they do go
Um,
back to about September.
and I just rescued Rize. Persona.
Rize?
The Rize. That's her name.
Riez, isn't that her name?
No, Rize.
Is it?
It's Rize.
Okay.
You've never played the game.
No, but Rize doesn't sound like a very Japanese name.
Rize Kujikawa.
Yeah,
Rise.
the start name does.
Rise. Yeah, I was trying to think if any of them didn't have.
Rieze would be.
No, no. Got Troy Baker in my party.
Can you have like the Japanese dub on that then, or is it just like?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never tried.
I know the Persona 5 they were talking about like not doing the dual audio stuff for that, and it would just be an English version. But yeah, which is weird
maybe
because I
it is.
think more people are like clamoring for like the Japanese versions these days.
But the
So
voice acting and
yeah, no,
the
it's supposed to
English
be generally
language
good.
version is
Yeah.
excellent.
Did you play any of the other spin-off games from Persona 4?
No.
Was it Dancing All Night and
The
the
fighting one,
fighting
no.
game?
I mean, the fighting one is not my. I
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
that game was. I heard that game was pretty good, but that's not.
Isn't the story mode like a visual novel?
Aren't
But
all
with like
fighting
fighting
game
and
story modes visual novels?
well, not with Street Fighter because it only came out last
Or
couple of
Tekken?
days.
Yeah. But yeah, it is easier. I think the big thing is you at the end of matches to get more personas. At the end of fights, you in the original it was like 6 cards spinning round. You have to time it to get the one you want. Whereas now it's a completely different system where there'll be like 4 or 5 cards and you only have one chance. Like you only get to pick one, but some of them will say like it'll change one of the cards to something else and you get one more go, or it'll half your experience and get 2 more goes.
Mhm.
And if you manage to get all the cards next time, next battle you'll automatically get this special event and you'll get 2 extra tries at the start. And some of these things are like restore HP and SP. So I'm finding that I'm way higher level than I would be in the original version,
Okay.
just because I can constantly regain my HP. Like the balance of that in the original game was a lot better because you were forced to go out and come back in because the only way to restore your SP would be to pay the fox.
All right, good.
Pay the fox. So you would pay a lot of money, and I've just got so much money. I'm way higher level than I would be. Like I think I'm almost level 50, and I'm not even halfway through the game.
The best.
Yeah. So I mean, I know I also have played the game. Like I played the original version, then but I still think but still the amount of stuff they added just from the original one is staggering.
Did they ever release like a console version of Golden, or is it just VR?
No, just Vita. And PSTV if you want that way. It looks really nice in the Vita. Like they did, redid a lot of the character, like the. Joe when the talking heads artwork.
Yep.
Like everything that isn't the 3D model. I mean, the 3D model is still looking better than the PS2, but the actual art is really sharp on it. Looks really good.
Cool.
So yeah, I've been playing a game that came out like 4 years ago. That was a re-release of a game that came out like 7 years ago.
And then it came out like what 2 years before? 2 years before that in Japan or something like that. Wasn't it something ridiculous?
Remember Catherine? I mean, that was just as bad.
That was like the only game that they put out last generation for consoles,
That's
wasn't
the
it?
only game they've put out since Persona 4. I mean, well, have they not? They've put out other Shin Megami Tensei games out. Have they not?
Yeah, but not Persona.
But Catherine's not Persona 4.
Shin
Persona
Megami
game either.
Tensei, was it Sharp FE just came out like for the Wii U?
No, is that a Shin Megami Tensei game?
Yeah, it's like Shin Megami Tensei
Crossfire Emblem. Yeah, but they've put out like I think there was a new Devil Summoner. I mean, it's been between Persona 4 and now. It's been like 7 years. I'm sure there's been other Shin Megami Tensei games.
No doubt, probably we're missing some. Whether some have been remakes or not, I don't know. But
Mark, what does Shin Megami Tensei mean?
I have no idea.
You are terrible at this. You speak Japanese when I don't want you to. You don't speak Japanese when I want you to. You're the worst translator ever. Are you just Googling it?
No.
I could Google it.
Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah, I'll put in some nice waiting elevator music here.
Somebody's Googled it before me. The what?
The Girl from Ipanema.
I have no idea.
It's a song that
The kanji for shin means true, not new. And a different kanji means new, but it is pronounced in the same way as a different way to make a Japanese pun. Shin Megami Tensei is true goddess resurrection. And
True
Megami
goddess.
Tensei is just goddess resurrection.
Okay. Because the Shin series is already a spin-off of the Megami Tensei series.
Okay. See, I didn't know this.
Overwatch is still really, really good.
Even the internet?
Yeah, just made
Just
myself
stare at
little.
that title screen.
Nah, it was cardboard cutouts and just. It was great fun. No, I have got some time in with it. It is really, really good. I think if I get at least one other person, I think the competitive stuff will be a lot more appealing. People seem to definitely fill out the slot. You'll get a lot in, just the quick play matches that it's far too many of one hero, or you're not filling out the slots needed. And in competitive play, I'm finding a lot more.
People play their class basically,
or not. They'll pick classes that are left. If they're
Okay.
the fifth or sixth person to pick, and there's only like no tank, no support, you'll usually find that tank and support will be filled out by them, rather than them just going, nah, I want to play who I want to play. But yeah, definitely like it'll definitely be better with a group of people rather than just alone. But yeah, they've changed up the structure of the match. It's best. I think it's best of 3 rounds. No, it's 2 rounds. It's 2 rounds where you're both you're on either side. So one you'll be attacking, one you'll be defending. I've not seen any of the. It's basically King of the Hill. There's a central point, and the team has to hold it. I've not seen, but so there's checkpoints throughout the maps, where if you're pushing in payloads, which is quite a common. I mean, there's only like 3 or 4 different match types, but a couple of them use this. It's just a big vehicle that you stand next to, and it'll slowly move it forward, and you get more time at certain checkpoints. So if your team goes first, like the first match I played, where we got it 2 forward to the second checkpoint, and then the moment they got it to the 3rd checkpoint, we lost, because that was it. They had beaten us. There wasn't going to be another round. So they have sort of switched up the way the competitive match works, which I think is good if you're wanting it to be. I mean, I don't know if they're tailoring this for esports or whatever. I mean, I think it would play pretty well. I don't know how it would show though, because team-based first-person shooters can be a bit disorienting when you're flicking from character to character, rather than something like Dota, where it's all top down.
Yeah.
You can see everything. Because every time it swaps, you have to be like, right, where are they? What character are they? It can just get a bit messy. Remember that Battlefield 1 stream with the celebrities?
Where everybody was high.
Well, yeah, but also every time it cut cameras, you didn't know who was on what team. You didn't know.
But also, I don't think they did a very good job of presenting that generally.
In general, anyway. No, not at all. But it was, and knowing the maps would be a lot, a big boon for that.
Yeah.
But it's just, I think the changing it up a little bit and adding in, the round system rather than just one match, and I think that's a good differentiator between that and the quick play.
I haven't checked. There is now a dedicated esports channel on Sky now, but I have not tuned in to see if there's like any Overwatch or anything in there. It's basically like an offshoot of Ginks. That real shitty games network that's that's on there. I haven't checked that out to see if it's any competent, shall we say. But that was something that was highlighted to me, the existence. I just kind of laughed. So.
But I think that's pretty much what I've been playing.
That's it. That's what you.
I've got really into Picrosses in the last week.
Really?
Yeah. Not the game Picross, obviously. I don't think I have anything that can. When was the last Picross game?
There was one for 3DS.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Well, it's not that.
But I think there's a few.
But yeah, they're really fun.
Not ever played a Picross game or Picross or
See,
however.
neither had I. And then I was just like, just downloaded one for my phone, and it's fun. Like it whittles away time on public transport.
I think there's a Pokemon Picross.
I'm not surprised
Yeah.
that there's a Pokemon Picross game.
But I think it's supposed to be pretty good, if I remember rightly. I don't know. I haven't turned on my 3DS in a while now.
Yeah. For 3DS.
I didn't know that might change. I really want to pick up the Full Blocks sequel thing. So.
Saying that for a while.
Yeah, I just haven't. As soon as I turn that on, it'll probably be the first thing I buy. So
you're never gonna buy it?
Nah, you never know. I really should because I got a lot of commuting.
Yeah, that's perfect for that. And I'm imagining what that game is. What, £8 max?
Yeah, somewhere about there. I think when it was released, it was like $9.99. But
so it's probably still $9.99.
Yeah, no, Nintendo. Yeah, probably.
You can splurge a tenner.
Yeah. But
buy it right now.
I don't have my 3DS on.
Go find it. I'll hold.
Probably need to charge it for like what 10 minutes for you to turn on.
Yeah, that's what happened with me in the Vita. I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm gonna play my Vita, and then I was like, fuck, it's completely dead. It wasn't even the thing of like I could plug it in and play it. It was just like, nah, you're gonna have to wait.
Been there before.
So what have you been playing?
I did the whole hog and I completely finished Doom.
I
100%ed that game, all 1,000 achievement points. So in order to do that, I had to get all the collectibles, complete all the challenges for all the missions and weapons, play some of the multiplayer, and the last thing, one of the last things I had to do was finish the first level on Ultra Nightmare, which is the mode where it's the hardest difficulty, but if you die, your entire campaign is over. So it's almost like a roguelike where if you die, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And it leaves a little marker on the map, like a skull of like where you last got to. So every single battle, there's always the fear there that you're going to lose and get sent back to the start.
And so, like I played that demo. That first level's lengthy.
Not too bad, I think.
If you die once.
When I did it, I think it took me about half an hour in that run.
In that run, how many runs did you do?
Not that many. I was expecting to be there for like hours, and it maybe took me about, I want to say maybe about an hour 20 minutes. So it wasn't too bad. And that was nearly getting all the secrets on that level as well. So basically, I got the upgrade for the shotgun. Of course, you would choose the explosive shot. I got the secret area, and I think there was one more.
Did you need to get the secret area?
No, but like if you do that, you get like the more of those like secrets you find, like the greater chance you have of getting like a weapon upgrade. So you just plug that straight into the shotgun explosive shot, and then you're more likely to succeed in that one. I got the Praetor suit upgrade as well, so I just put that into.
Just become a kind of like, okay, right, you wake up, do this, like, then go here, jump over here because he's going to spawn here. And
no,
then...
see, Doom's not like that because enemies will spawn in different locations depending where you are, and the AI makes it so that depending where you are in the environment, they will adjust to compensate for that.
Yeah.
So you always have to be kind of moving forward and moving towards your enemy. Because I know like Halo, like I think we talked about this originally when I played it first time, but like in like Halo Legendary, there's always the onus to like hold back and just basically get everything far. You can't do that. You need to be constantly on your shit, just running up to guys, like getting that stagger, running in, like hitting them with the melee and getting the health as much as you can. Because if you hang about for like more than about 3 seconds, you're dead.
Are you invincible during melee?
The animation. You are for part of the animation, but I think when you're coming out of it, there's like a brief window where
you can't do anything, but you can
get the health like comes up towards you. So I think you can get hit in between that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're you're best just running out and just killing everything as much as you can. And it sucks so much being back on that first level with none of the upgrades compared to like running through everything and just blasting everything.
It's like playing a Tony Hawk game from the start. You're like, why can't I do,
Yeah,
50 tricks in the air?
yeah, totally. Like, and you take that stuff for granted, like because I completed the game originally on
The one above,
yeah, Ultraviolence, which
yeah,
is like the hard mode equivalent.
yeah.
And then above that, there's Nightmare and then Ultra Nightmare. And like by the time I got all the upgrades, when I was going through just trying to get the secrets, I was just blasting my way through it. It's like the power fantasy thing of like you start off and like everything's super
Yeah.
scary, things can kill you, and then by the time you get yourself fully upgraded, you're just destroying stuff, and it feels.
I think I'm going to do it in the higher difficulty.
Yeah, I would like if you were starting this game, I would like highly
Yeah,
recommend
because
playing on
I
an
know
ultra violence.
you were really pushing the agenda of starting on ultra violence.
Yep.
I think it's once because I found this with like I think Modern Warfare 2 is the big one for me. Modern Warfare 2. What's the one where you do the timed training bit at the start?
They had those on
No,
4 and Modern Warfare 2, didn't they?
did they?
Yeah, I think so. And then they got rid of them after that.
Because it's the one where you're outside the.
Oh, and then it gives you a recommendation of what difficulty you should play.
I
Right.
think that was
Okay.
one.
I can't remember.
One of them anyway, and I tried like there was an achievement for doing the
Oh,
thing
I remember
on.
that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just started the game, and I was like, do you know what? I'm going to get this achievement, and I redid that and redid that and redid that until I got it, and then I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to do this on hardened, like it was hardened, I think it was, and I found that I had a better time with it because even though it was more challenging, it pushed me rather than just sitting back and easily wiping everything out. Like it forced me to play better.
Yeah, the game
Because
constantly keeps you on your toes when you're playing on ultra violence. Like there's no time like at the beginning there's no time for you to rest on your laurels because you're just overwhelmed with enemies and you have to basically keep going. Like it constantly keeps like I can't imagine it playing on the lower difficulty level. Like
go
there's
back and do it. Go
like
back and play it. Go back and play it on the default difficulty.
yeah, no, just like get
Just the
halfway through the
first,
first level and just be like
just the first level. Just do it. It'll take you like 4 minutes.
probably.
No, I'm stealing that gig because I'm swapping Uncharted for Doom.
I can't say enough good things about Doom. It's
Are
fucking
you
awesome.
just not interested in Overwatch?
I don't know what it is. It's just not. It's just
like I genuinely think that Overwatch is as important as Doom is.
okay.
In terms of what it, because Doom's been lauded for its it harkens back to the original Doom in a really
Modernizes
smart
an old
way.
format.
Yeah, and it's also the level design and everything. And I think Overwatch deserves some of that kind of praise because the level design is phenomenal for the most part, and the balance and variety of the characters is like there's not really been a character that I've hated. There's ones that I don't like playing as much because I'm not good with them, but none of them are bad characters. And I really do just think that you should see what that game's about at least.
I'm not writing it off. Like I might get grabbed by it at some point, but at the moment I was just like, I don't. It's probably because I'm in like this weird void right now where I'm like the only person with an Xbox One, so I really wouldn't have anyone to play with. Like I could see me like
It's like
yeah, getting it like if I got like a PS4 or something like that, and have like that user base there to like to play with. But it's like the moment it's just like I played like Halo 5 multiplayer, played a little bit of the Doom multiplayer.
and again, Overwatch is one that like absolutely if you were thinking about getting that game and thinking about getting a PS4, I would definitely say hold off because I really enjoy playing it with people, but also it's one of the first games in a long, time that I actually am happy going on myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I'm not big into online multiplayer.
Yep.
It terrifies me because whenever I do bad, I feel really shitty, and then play worse, and then the cycle continues. And I just feel that like every time I go on Overwatch, I'm just having a really fun time. I turn off voice chat; it's fine. But yeah, like I am just like I'm, and it is that one more game, one more game, one more game feeling that keeps pulling me in and in. I just think that game's excellent, really do.
I can't wait to hear your opinion of Doom.
I can't wait to hear my opinion on Doom. I really enjoyed that first level.
Yep, and it's not the best level. Like it's
Good.
it's just
That would be a
no,
disappointment.
but you know what I mean. Like it's like super bare bones. It's like just teaching you the main
Imagine
things.
if 1-1 was the best level in
I know,
Mario.
right? But I mean, in terms of like, they don't have the combat challenges, and then there's no.
I mean, yeah, it's getting you on your feet.
Yeah.
It's introducing you to most things, and it's a really good introductory level. Because even none of the geometry's too wild or too. It took me a while. The bit where you have to jump off the cliff.
Right at the start, when you come out the elevator.
Yeah, and I was like, where the fuck do I go? Like, and I was looking.
Go.
No, I know, and I could see that, and I looked down and you can see that there's items on the ground, and I was like, well, might as well. It's a good way. It's a good way to teach you because it never says, it's not like before you walk off. It's like you don't take fall damage. It's just you learn by doing.
You do
They
take
give
fall
you.
damage though if you're too high.
Is
But
that like the
that's
height?
like that is like the optimum height. If you're any above that, you will die. So
How often do you have to jump higher than that?
there are a few like cliff face sections and stuff later on. That game's so good. That game's so fucking good.
Yeah, I am really, especially after putting a lot of time into Overwatch, going to a very different first-person shooter is going to be an interesting experience.
Oh yeah.
Um, is there aim down sights in Doom?
Um, there is for a couple of weapons, but like
It's not.
left
It's
trigger
not.
is mostly just used for like secondary function.
Yeah, then I'll be totally fine because that's what I've been doing. See, the next time I have to play a first-person shooter where I have to aim down sights, I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Yep.
Remember when that was the big thing, and now everyone's like, nah.
Well, remember people freaked out about it being put into Halo. So
Yeah.
even though it worked really well, like Halo 5, it worked really
Oh
well.
yeah, I'm sure. I'm not. But it's funny.
Yeah, so like I'm in this weird kind of doomless vacuum just now where I've done everything in it that will reward me. So other than that, the only other thing I've been playing is I played the new game from Playdead, the guys who made Limbo.
Inside?
Yep, I played Inside this week.
So that's it. It's one of those moments where I'm really jealous that I don't own a Xbox One because I really want to play that because I really liked Limbo.
Well, if you really like Limbo, you will fucking love Inside because not only does it build on that formula, like it improves on every single aspect of it, like from the graphics to the mechanics to the puzzles to the tone, the atmosphere, the general kind of story. There are moments in that game that are just fucking like just crazy. Like the end of that game is just.
So you've played through the whole thing?
Oh, I finished the game. I finished it. If I had to say anything, like I'm very anxious about saying anything about the game because it's one of those ones where
I've kind of heard that you know the less you know going in, the better time you'll have with it.
Yeah, if you're expecting to play this game at all, don't read any of the reviews. Don't look at anything to do with it. Just go in as blind as you can.
All I've seen is like 2 or 3 screenshots. I've kind of kept away from this one.
You are in the perfect position because I walked in when Therese was maybe about 3/4 of the way through and like just watched her finish it. And while that ending was impactful to me. It would be more impactful for when I had my playthrough. But yeah, like that, the game is bizarre and enthralling, and like again, I don't want to say too much, but like the puzzles are like far more like there are simple puzzles that are built like gradual, like the entire game is basically like a gradual build up of like you learn the things at the start and then it continues to build on them and build on them, and everything kind of reaches like a crescendo at the end. But one of the puzzles involves getting 20 men into a place, and I asked Trez about it, and she's like, well, I was stuck on it, so the first thing I did was Google inside 20 men, and then immediately regretted it. So I was like, yep, okay, that's probably, yep, no, you shouldn't have done that. But
Oh.
but no, like that's every single like, even the collectibles in it, like now, because you know how in Limbo there was like collectibles off, like
Eggs.
then you basically just had to go and you get them. Like each one involves almost like its own little rudimentary puzzle.
Like the Tomb Raider tombs.
Yeah, almost, kind of. Yeah. Like they're not only are they like off the beaten path, but then they involve like a puzzle to get to it. So they feel super rewarding in that
2D, isn't it?
Oh yeah, like, well,
it's 2D,
like 2.5D.
But you
walk along a 2D plane, yeah. But like there's like foreground and middle ground and background.
Oh yeah, of course. But
stuff going on, and like there's animations going on in the background as opposed to being like everything like almost like the last one was like marionette, like kind of shadow puppets.
Oh yeah, I mean the Limbo had a very, very specific style, and it worked for it. That just monochrome black and white 2D was, it played into the atmosphere of the game, and also because you were this little big-headed boy, and then you walk into your first like bear trap, and then
you've got the legs. Yep.
Yeah, it's like and that it was a stark contrast of that really, that grabbed me in Limbo, because it happened so early on, and
so they've definitely done that this time around as well, in that it still has that monochromatic look and feel, but there is more color depth in there now as well. So like
things have form and shape.
Yeah, things have form and shape. Like
and
the character isn't just like a 2D like mesh of like little like sprites. It's like a fully formed 3D character. There's stuff going on in the background. You can interact with more stuff, and shit changes later on. And it's again, I don't want to say too much.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you've covered quite a lot without saying anything about the game. But no, I'm really I've been really interested in this game for a while, despite knowing nothing about it.
And it just kind of dropped. Like the E3 trailer was the first we heard from it from a while, and it had a release date attached to it, and it was just like, yep, it's out. It's out to the world. It may have taken 6 years to get here, but it's totally worth that wait.
Bomb!
Oh, no, he's doing it again.
Bomb. Hi, Darren.
Hi, Ali.
How are you?
I'm good.
See, Mark, that's how you periscope.
Where are you?
I'm in my house.
All right, okay.
You've never seen me sitting in this part of my house before.
All right.
Usually,
it's an exclusive.
That part of my house. Not sitting in this part of my house.
How was your gallivanting around London with Dave?
I didn't see Dave.
Oh. Well, fuck Dave.
You think I could actually make a plan with Dave and he would stick to it? We tried for like 6 months to get him on the podcast.
Yeah, but you were both in London.
So?
Yeah.
It's Dave we're talking about here.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? I've been working.
Cool.
Today?
No, not today. Today I was in London having a
gallivant.
Yes, a gallivant. A vant of the galliest kind.
Okay. We're talking about Inside.
Okay, keep talking.
Okay, thanks. Strange portrait man. What have you been playing, Darren?
Nothing.
Nothing? Great.
Literally
Great.
Last week I was back up in Glasgow,
Uh-huh.
so I've seen most people. Mark is sad 'cause I didn't see him.
I'm sad you didn't see me because like it just
You were
dropped to the
supposed
last minute. It's like, yeah, we'll go see Warcraft tonight, and I was like, but
That was
I won't get
tomorrow.
back
I
till
said
God
go
knows
see
what time.
Warcraft tomorrow. It's like the only day that I had. To be fair,
Make
but
time.
I've still not
Make
seen it.
time next time.
not to go see Warcraft though.
No,
No.
that'd be long gone by that point, I would imagine.
Poor
Yeah.
Zoe Bowie.
Yep.
Like Moon and Source Code are really good movies.
Yeah, they're not though. Moon's alright. Source Code's terrible.
What?
I love both of
Source
those
Code
movies.
is a
Both of
terrible
those
movie.
movies are great.
No,
How
I'm
was
gonna say-
Warcraft anyway? I've not heard your opinion of it.
I don't know if I've seen it.
Oh, you didn't go see it?
No.
I totally thought you were going that night.
Yeah, I was gonna, and then like everyone was like, "Oh, I don't want to go. It finishes at midnight." And Lisa was like, "I don't particularly want to go, so I'm not going to see Warcraft by myself. That's just crap."
Oh, that
So-
makes
Going to
sense.
see Warcraft with anyone's crap.
Face is crap.
High
There's-
quality. High
there's a
quality.
comeback. There's a comeback.
That was a comeback. Why would you not go? Why would you not go to the cinema yourself?
So I wouldn't go myself. I wasn't going to come up to see
Glasgow
people
to go and see a
and
movie
then go
yourself.
to the
That would
movie
be
by myself.
yeah.
So
Travels.
I'm thinking of going to see it tomorrow. But I'm not sure.
Mark, you free tomorrow?
Well, I'd have to travel all the way down to.
It's the last. I said, are you free tomorrow? He'll buy your like ticket in advance. You have to pay him back, but he'll buy your ticket in advance so that you don't, it saves you a week, like 10 minutes.
Or we
wicked.
could both go see it in our separate locations, and we could talk about it later.
I don't even think it's on here anymore. I think it's finished.
Oh well. I've got no
Gone.
idea.
You can, I'm sure. Well, maybe in the one cinema that everyone goes to, but what about all the other cinemas? What about down at the Quay? They've shown it down there.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm having to go to The Conjuring because they're
Oh,
not showing
yeah,
it
I
in
was
the
going to say, have you not seen
No,
it?
not seen it yet. Go see it tomorrow morning because they've stopped the morning screenings now at Cineworld.
Yeah, I've heard
So-
that movie's pretty good.
Yeah, so I've heard. Like, I'm
Um,
definitely going to see it tomorrow. I got
as-
tickets booked, but
I said to you before, like, that is exactly what I wanted from a Conjuring 2. Nothing to do with the first movie, just the traveling adventures of ghost couple.
Ghost Couples, it sounds like a terrible show.
It's directed by Sidney Poitier,
Okay.
because Ghost Dad was directed by Sidney
Oh
Poitier.
yeah, that was.
Jokes are a lot less funny when I have to explain them to you,
Yeah,
Mark.
I know.
Been playing anything else, Mark?
No, that's it.
That's
Just
you.
Doom Inside, and then that's
Doom Inside.
the Doom
How we all
Inside.
feel, Mark. That's how we all feel.
And Darren's not been playing anything.
No.
No, Darren's literally been playing nothing. There's been an all-go at work this week, so I've had no time for games.
Mark, what's Orion?
It's a star system. Well, it's just part of a star system.
I asked Mark.
That's also like this game that's not going to come out anymore because they've been sued by Activision.
What?
Because the
So
guy
yeah.
was adamant that the gun that they used wasn't ripped out of Call of Duty, and then like
Be
2 weeks
honest,
later he's
that
like,
wasn't an asset.
well, maybe.
It may have been one.
So yeah,
To be fair though, that's kind of, well, actually that's not even that. That's like blatant asset ripping. There's a dumb thing that a estate agent, I think it was, then, or was it maybe CNN, who decided to use a panoramic shot from Grand Theft Auto 5 rather than you showing the actual San Francisco part.
Well, Ford also like used an advert that was basically a screenshot from Firewatch to sell like the new, what was it, the Ford like Jeep vehicle or something like that.
The new Ford cheap vehicle or whatever it's called.
And then like the Overwatch devs released a screenshot just taking the piss out of it. So
so from what I gather, the game is going to come out. Not soon. I think they've got a lot of other art to do.
yeah, I think we have to remove some things.
Yeah, so the artist responsible has been fired would be the nice way to put it.
Listen,
And
I've got this cool idea for a plasma pistol, and it charges up, and then just shoot it.
purple.
Oh, Steve, your guns are so good. I know, I put so much work in. Steve, you're fired.
Got this thing called the cerebral bore.
Yep. If you're gonna rip off any guns, why not do it from like Bulletstorm?
Nah. Pick a good
Fuck off.
gun.
Fuck off in your anti-Bulletstorm tirades.
Bad game.
It's not a bad game.
I had fun
You're
with
a
it.
bad
I had
game.
fun with it. I'm not gonna.
I'm not
Another
saying
game.
that it changed the landscape of games forever, but
Well,
it
you
wasn't.
you get to experience it again because apparently it's getting remastered.
Yep. Thankfully.
Dick tits in 4K.
And I still won't play it.
That's fine. Good games don't need you, Darren.
Okay.
So yeah, the head of Trek Industries, the developer, came out and said, "Yep, they were totally stolen. We
Listen.
have we've fired the guy, and we are now in complete compliance with everything that Activision are saying. There's even more stuff that we haven't made public yet that was stolen. So, but we just want to say thank you to everyone."
So what do you think
pointing
happened
this out.
there? Do you think like Activision said, "Listen, we want a submission of the entire source code so we can go scroll through it," and like when that point they were like, maybe there might be something here that we can't really show.
I don't know. I don't think they'd be within their rights to do that, even if there's a.
Just depends if there was a seizure of assets, wouldn't it?
No, you couldn't. You wouldn't get. I don't know enough about copyright law to know what happens here.
It
But
wouldn't be
I
the
couldn't
source
imagine
code
that they would
use.
turn over their entire project to Activision.
No, at most it would be what visual assets do you have because the mechanics of them won't be implemented the same.
Or would they be?
It's purely the skinning of them. Well, yeah, it's likely to be purely the skinning of them, so it's going to be how does it look as opposed to how does it play.
Well, lawyer for headset abuse. Thanks for coming on.
You're welcome.
Guys, do you want a new Diablo game?
I haven't played
Yes.
Diablo 3, but I've heard good things.
Well, what if I told you there's a new Diablo game coming out?
Well, that's purely speculation because Blizzard are hiring for a Diablo project, but that does not necessarily mean a Diablo game. Could be a new Diablo expansion.
Mobile version.
Could be a new pachinko machine.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Diablo
we've
movie.
got the market.
Directed by. I don't know.
Duncan Jones' Mexican cousin.
Go on. What's his name?
Duncan L. Joneso.
Duncan L. Joneso. Is it just Duncan Jones dressed in an offensive stereotype?
With a giant sombrero. Yeah.
Because now that his career is tarnished, he's like, no,
totally
that's
not the
my
same person.
cousin.
They've got a mustache and a hat and everything.
Yeah. The other guy doesn't have a mustache.
Thing is that movie apparently made a killing in China. Like that was.
I'm not surprised it made money. Did it make money?
Yeah, no, like from what I heard.
Yeah,
like,
it made a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I would love
but-
to see his original cut, like the 2-hour 40 cut. Like,
Would you?
yeah,
Do
because
you really want to see the 2-hour 40 cut of the World of Warcraft movie?
apparently that
I
new
would love
Superman
to see
Batman
that.
cut like makes that game makes that movie
Makes
like
that
that's
game.
alright. So
Yeah, I'm all for seeing that.
So it's
I hope
like
they release a
Daredevil?
director's cut of it.
It's like Daredevil.
I never saw the director's cut of that.
Apparently, again, it changes a lot about the movie and makes it a lot better.
Does it make Ben Affleck good?
Is it the
Batman couldn't
opening credits
do
and
that.
then it fades out and then it's just the ending credits?
Yeah, that's the best cut I've heard for that movie.
Ben Affleck's a good actor.
He is now, yeah.
Not
Yeah,
in
he is
Daredevil.
Not Daredevil. I don't think. Ben Affleck is a lot of shit for Daredevil. I don't think Daredevil was really his fault.
I think that it was his fault for doing it.
Bear in mind we
Really,
also talked about Geely last time as well.
I don't know. Matt Damon was. You're saying if Daredevil was cast differently, that movie would have been good.
No, it's still really bad, but I blame Ben Affleck for also giving a bad performance.
I think he gave a performance that suited the movie.
I think he gave a performance that suited Ben Affleck. Crap.
But then, Ben Affleck's a good actor.
Now.
Good Will Hunting? Wait, he
Yeah.
wasn't in that. Was he in that?
Wasn't
I've
Good
not
Will
seen
Hunting.
Good.
He's got a very minor role in it.
What
He
about
plays Matt Damon's buddy.
Mallrats?
Yeah.
That open the chocolate pretzels.
He is a good actor now.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah,
know about
no.
the whole Batman thing, but
Hey, he was good in Batman Superman. So
Still not seen it yet.
meh.
I
Anyone
don't
seen
know if
X-Men
that's-
Apocalypse?
no, I heard bad things though.
Yeah, I heard bad things.
I still haven't seen Days of Future Past. So.
That's a good movie.
Don't think I've seen that either.
That's a good movie.
I have the means to watch that, so I should watch it.
Eyes?
No, as in like instant access to it whenever I want. So.
Yeah. We live in the future, Mark.
No, I don't mean like
No,
like,
we
you
live
know,
in the
because
present.
I don't own the Blu-ray, but I have access to it on like an on-demand thing, so I should really watch it. I'm just very tempted not to say where.
There are 1,000 ways you could watch that movie. 1,000.
Probably on one of the many subscription services.
Yeah, but if I say what it is, I'll get emails again.
What?
Nobody
No,
can
no.
own that. It belongs to everybody.
It does belong to everybody.
Yeah.
It's not yours. So yeah, there might be a new Diablo game, speculatively.
Didn't we hear about
Uh,
this before though? Weren't they hiring for something ages
No,
ago?
What?
No, I
feel
wasn't
like-
anything like that.
No, was there? Yeah, you're more on the Blizzard news than I am, but
I think that was back in the day.
No, he's
pre
not. He
the
doesn't know what
announcement
the
of Overwatch.
fuck's going on in Overwatch.
Yes, because I don't play terrible looking games.
You are. Ah,
don't bring the flames today.
London
That's what
does
happened.
bad things to you.
That's what happens when you come with a pod bomb. Ruin things.
Ruin things.
Yeah.
Wait a
I think everyone will have
You-
the same opinion of the next story though, so move on to that.
What? You're not getting no Batman. No Batman.
No!
for a while.
I
No
want the
Batman!
Batman! I want the
Indefinitely.
Batman!
No Batman for you.
Yeah, definitely no Batman, not based on the screenshots that we've seen. I don't want that Batman.
No Batman.
How do you
No
go
Batman.
from making a game worse?
Look okay to make it terrible looking?
Because
Because you don't implement it properly on the hardware.
Yeah, because it's new hardware.
You go, just put it there, it'll work. It's
Mark,
almost
how
the
many
same
games
console.
have you HDified for a new generation?
Well, counting the
depends.
one that he's got in the works, none.
Yeah.
So the Return to Arkham collection has been delayed indefinitely. Indefinitely. Warner Brothers released a statement saying, after reviewing the progress of the project, the team at Warner Brothers Games has decided to delay the release of Batman Return to Arkham to give the team at Virtuous Games additional time to deliver a polished Batman.
I bet they wind up not putting the game out. I bet that
Really?
gets taken off them. Yeah, no, totally. Like,
I think the
you
game
meant-
will get
yeah,
taken off them, yeah.
I
The
thought you
game will
meant
still
Warner
come out.
Brothers wouldn't release it.
No, it'll still come
Who
out.
did
I think it'll probably be
what-
finished by a different house.
What's Virtuous done before?
No idea.
if I had to hazard a guess, I bet they had something to do with the PC version of Arkham Knight.
Do you? Do you? Do you think that they would give the team?
It might have been in the works, like straight after that.
Let's see what they've done. Their most recent work, Batman, Return to Arkham.
Nope.
Heavy Rain, PS4. Final Fantasy XX2 HD Remaster.
Oh,
Fable,
right.
Fable Anniversary. Injustice, Gods Among Us.
Oh,
Jackpot Joy on the
Right.
Android.
and
So there's
Justice
a
Gods
port.
Among Us, what version?
The Android.
Yeah, it is. I was like, that doesn't sound right.
I'll give them one thing. They've done the iOS version of XCOM Enemy Unknown, and that's good.
Hey, that re-release of Final Fantasy 10 and 10.2 is good work on that.
They're a bit all over the place. They've got like some PS3, some PS2, some 360, some Kinect, some Wii.
Yeah,
Quite
they
a
do.
lot of phone stuff. They're a bit all over the place.
Well,
And the games that they work on are hugely disparate. Like they done the Xbox 360 version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
yeah, that sounds. I mean, they do.
They did port work.
Yeah, port work and shovelware, basically. Like,
Yeah.
They go where the money is.
But
Cheap
I
turnout.
don't even know what the DIDG is.
Department of Justice.
Yeah, they done Wolverine, Indiana Jones, and Hannah Montana for the DIDG. No idea what that is. It's a thing apparently though.
Like work like that's good for a studio. It builds up their talent, and then because there have been quite a few studios that have gone from doing that to making really good games, or good games. No, there was one at the back of my mind that I can't remember now.
Oh, here's one I know the one
Iron
you were
Galaxy?
thinking of. It was Sid Meier's Pirates
No, I said good games.
for the
Mark.
Wii.
What?
They worked on Sid Meier's Pirate of the Wii.
Did you play Sid Meier's Pirates for the Wii?
No, I didn't even know
It was an
existed.
excellent game. They revolutionized
was it-
pirate games
was-
on the Wii.
Was it as good as Viva Pinata though?
No, that's what kind of question?
Where are you
is
going with
that?
this, Darren?
It's a bad game. It can't be as
Whoa,
good.
whoa, what? What? I'm just gonna mute you. The next
For like
wrong thing you said. This is it.
since
This is
prior
the podcast has
prior
become a dictatorship.
since prior to Mark going to Japan, I've been very vocal about my dislike of Viva Pinata.
But there's a difference between not liking a game and thinking it's bad.
I think it's bad.
You're
I've always
wrong.
said I thought it was bad.
You're just wrong.
I've always said that I thought it was bad.
Wrong.
Darren, question. Have you played Viva Pinata?
No,
Darren,
nor do
you
I
have
want
no
to.
love in your heart.
I have lots of love in my heart. It's not for Viva Pinata.
No, if you don't look at PvP, yeah, well,
Do you want to
Yeah.
bring that into
Horstachio,
coherence?
Darren. Horstachio.
fudge hog. Fudge hogs. I'm disappointed in you, Darren. I thought better of you. That's not
You
true.
didn't. That was a lie.
So apparently we are going to talk about it.
And better and brighter news, though. I don't know if you've already got it mentioned in there somewhere, but we are going to get a Bioshock collection.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I didn't put that in. Yeah,
Is
that's
that
what we
include
have.
Infinite? Or
It is
just one
all
and two?
3 games,
All
including
three?
the single-player DLC.
Because I don't really want to play 2.
Is it wrong that I don't really care about the collection as a whole?
I
You didn't
just wanna
like
play 1
Infinite,
and
though?
2. Yeah, I just want to play 1 and 2 again.
What's wrong with you? Who hurt you?
Infinite wasn't a good game.
God!
1 was really good, 2 was great, Infinite was crap. Well, it wasn't
Wait,
crap.
did you just say that the order of Bioshock games goes 2, 1, 3?
Yes.
Then I am just not listening to you anymore.
I
Oh,
enjoyed playing. Well, I enjoyed playing as a Big Daddy.
bet
I
you
also
did.
really enjoyed the story in 1, but I just enjoyed the Big Daddy.
To say that 2 is the best Bioshock game is like saying 4 is the best Indiana Jones.
No, it's not.
It's like
really
saying
not.
2 is the best Indiana Jones.
No, it's not.
Mark,
I'm staying out of this one.
you didn't like Infinite either, did you?
No, I wasn't a big
But
fan
you
of
didn't
it.
like 2 either, did you?
No, I didn't like two either.
See, there's a difference between those two answers. Anyway, so on the theme of this country destroying itself, it's destroying its game industry. The UK exit of the European Union is going to severely affect the games industry.
Theoretically, we don't know what's going to happen.
Theoretically,
Obviously.
I know that some have already been hit, like the guys that made The Room.
Yep.
Had to shut down, which is a shame because they made really cool games. If you've not played The Room, go and play The Room.
One of the things I noticed from the credits of Inside is that thing was funded by the EU Commission for the Multimedia Entertainment. So
Yep.
There's tons of things that are funded by the EU. Like the location stuff for Game of Thrones is all done through them.
Mm-hmm. Game of Thrones is all going to be in a studio next season. By the
Not
way,
really.
they've only got 15 episodes left, so
Yeah, I was going to say there's only 50,
Man,
two
that-
seasons left, meaning 2 years, which is
that last season was good. Real good.
I need
No
to
one
actually
watches Game
watch
of
it.
Thrones, do
I
they?
need to watch it. I've
It's
not.
really good.
I did watch it. The last 2 episodes were really good, and somewhere in the middle was really good. There was quite a few episodes I thought were kind of boring.
I see boring episode. What a lot of people count as boring episodes.
Haven't we
boring.
had this
It's just-
conversation before where like
It's just
character
yeah,
moments you find boring, Darren?
Yeah.
No, I don't find character moments boring. It's just there was a lot of needless character building. I thought they could have skipped some of
There's
the
no such thing as
character
needless
stuff.
character building.
I was about to say that exactly.
There's no such thing as needless character building. That's what character building is. The more I learn about characters, the more invested I am in them. The more like I love getting more backstory on characters. As long as it's good, and it was good.
But it's not always necessarily backstory you were getting this season. It was just
Oh.
this is something I was doing. You didn't really need to know I was doing that. You didn't get anything out of knowing. No.
Podworm Darren. God,
Like you're an alien who's been sent to criticize all good entertainment.
No, Game of Thrones is an excellent show. It's just some of the stuff that they done. It was like, hey, I did this thing. Didn't really add to anything.
It adds to my enjoyment of the show. But it's not always about furthering the plot. You need to have those quiet moments.
Yeah, but you also didn't learn anything about the characters. No.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it was just two people.
That could mean something.
I was going to say it was just two people sitting in a room silently staring at each other, but that would be character building.
See, you think that's really good though? You think shit like sitting for 2 minutes with no one saying anything, just eating breakfast is great.
But
there doesn't need to be actual dialogue for things to be character building. It could be done through like, body language.
2 minutes of no one saying anything and just eating breakfast?
Yes!
Come on!
Because
there's nothing good there.
It's to show the tension between each.
Exactly.
Not for 2 minutes.
The very start of Breaking Bad, there's an early breakfast scene, and it's kind of...
That's what he's referring to.
What?
That's what he's referring to.
No, I'm talking about later on.
No.
When things start going a bit wrong, and Skylar knows about it. So she's just really quiet all the time, and they're just sitting
It's
going,
about tension.
There's tons of just really shit scenes in that fucking show.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's not as good as everyone makes out.
Or, just throwing this out here, you have no taste.
I do have taste. Doesn't agree with your tastes.
Darren,
Yeah,
if you want character building, go watch The Wire. The Wire is utterly
Oh,
fantastic.
he'll hate The Wire.
I know he will. He will.
He'll hate The Wire.
I have had people tell me to watch The Wire. People in my work, particularly do with the kind of stuff I do in work, have said at least watch the first season of The Wire.
The Wire is the best TV show ever made. The Wire is just fantastic.
I have been interested in watching it, particularly the first season, because I hear there's lots of really
If
cool
you really
my job related
hate
stuff.
Quiet moments and character building, then I have two genres for you. And they're genres amongst themselves. Michael Bay movies, recent Michael Bay movies, and Adam Sandler movies. What was that?
That was my reaction to hearing anyone recommend any Adam Sandler movies.
Well, he hates character building.
No, I don't hate character building.
He hates himself.
He does hate.
I didn't say I dislike character building. I said I thought some of it was needless. And sitting in a room for 2 minutes saying nothing builds no characters. It just tells you that things are uneasy.
That's not true.
In no way did I get a new appreciation of Walt Jr. through 2 minutes of silence. I didn't think, oh, Skylar's got a really hard life. She sat for 2 minutes being quiet in breakfast. It was just, oh my god, Someone end this fucking scene.
I'm gonna guess you hated the movie Drive.
Never seen Drive.
Yeah, I probably don't. It's excellent.
I've heard good things about it, but I have no interest in seeing it.
You should
It's
not
like-
watch Drive. You
looks
should
like you-
absolutely. If you think that people sitting in silence is really terrible, like movie making, do not watch Drive.
Or any
I didn't say I
Yakuza
thought it was
movie.
terrible movie making. I just said it in that moment. It didn't add anything. There's plenty of times where you can use silence to build tension, but it didn't do it for that scene for me.
When someone's juggling.
Yeah. At least they're doing something exciting.
Oh, that's not the point though. Michael Bay movies, we've narrowed
Are
it down.
terrible. They're terrible.
But there's no character building. Three
Yeah, that's also
movies. I know
terrible.
nothing about Sheila LaBeouf.
Nobody knows anything about Sheila LaBeouf anyway. It's got nothing to do with Michael Bay.
Sheila LaBeouf
You know
is
all you need to know about
an
Shia LaBeouf.
interesting. He's an interesting character.
You know everything you already need to know about him. Just do it.
Are
Anyway.
we actually trying to build up 2 minutes of silence here? What's happening?
I was waiting to see how long it would take before one of you did that. Yeah, it's. I think we're at news, guys.
Yeah, it's been a real light week for news in general. Most stuff has been politics related for the last couple. Did you check the email account this week, Ellie?
Not check the email.
Of course he didn't. We got
I
like
did not check the
50
email.
emails that people are dying for us to answer, and Ali never checks it.
Here's an email. It comes from Bob in Bobland. Bob asks, "Why is Darren a terrible person?"
Well,
Darren,
Bob, it's because I don't give a fuck about you or your opinion.
so you're a nihilist?
No.
You're
Nihilists
Fraser-
don't
Fraser was
You're a
always
believe
my
in
terrible person
anything.
because you hate Bob.
Fraser
Bob
was always
is-
my favorite
Yeah,
character. Anyway.
I hate Bob, and I hate everything he stands for.
Glad somebody got that.
I entirely missed what you said, so I didn't.
He called you a nihilist. I said, "Nah, I'm more of a Fraser character."
So there's this show
chop off
called
your
Frasier,
Johnson.
Darren. And
Oh, I know of Frasier.
sorry. There's this show called Cheers, right?
Yes, I know of the starting point of Frasier. But I would have gone with the Big Lebowski reference instead. The
can't
Germans
remember very
who
much
are
of that movie.
nihilists.
Can't remember that much.
The crazy German guys who have the ferret, they're nihilists.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I've only seen that movie like once.
Yeah, same actually.
That's a fantastic movie. I love that movie.
When was the last time you watched that movie?
It's been a few years.
Yeah.
It's still a really good movie though.
I don't think it ages that well.
I think it's great.
Well, before we tear this entire podcast apart by differing
What has
opinions...
Brexit done?
I know. Also, I hate that name.
Yeah.
I always hate that. I've always hated
Oh,
that name.
I hate the new thing that I seen when I was in Waterloo. Apparently, there was a rally on today for people who were unhappy about leaving, and one person walked by me with a sign that says, "If you have regret." I was like, "Oh, fuck off! Just
Yeah, it's either...
go
it's-
over there and jump in front of that train."
Or
The
the
other
people
one
who
that-
conducted with the Brexiteers. That was the other one.
I also saw that it was regrets it.
Well, that's even worse than regret.
Yeah, they're all terrible.
Yeah.
So where can people email us?
What? This has been a weird podcast. People can email us at headsetabuse@hotmail.co.uk. Follow us on Twitter at headsetabuse. We should really start updating the Twitter account.
Yeah, probably.
Get on that, Mark. And you can also find us at headsetabuse. No, wait. Facebook.com/headsetabuse.
That's the one.
That's the one. Yeah, it's been a weird podcast. It's been a weird day.
We were a couple of weeks.
Yeah!
Yeah.
It's going to be a couple more weird weeks. I'm going to go and play more Overwatch.
I'm gonna go polish off the last few achievements on Inside and try and find the secret ending.
You should totally just drop the difficulty in Doom and see how much of a god you feel like.
What, on Doom?
Yeah.
I find it feel a bit boring to play on anything.
Just one below ultraviolet. The default hardness. Hardness?
Difficulty.
I know words, guys.
Dies.
It's been a long week. And we'll be back next week. Thanks for joining me, Mark. I hate you, Darren. And
That's a weird name for Mark. Mark, I hate you, Darren.
it is a weird name.
It's my government name.
Your government name? So are you both of you here next week? Here.
Yeah, I am.
I don't know. I'm enjoying pod bombing. I might just come in later again. Yeah.
You're gonna just
I might
start
be
posting to the YouTube channel yourself, just bomb.
Facebook stream. There you go.
Yeah, you can follow Darren at periscope.com/ZiggyPredicts. I don't know if that's how Periscope URLs work.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
You can catch me on all my main accounts on Twitter. There's Podbomb, there's Facebook/Podbomb, and there's fuck you guys /Podbomb.
You should really just nail all of them down. Just go full out with this.
I might actually do that. I might
Podbomb.com.
Podbomb.com.
It's actually a pretty
Email
good name
me
for a
at-
website.
Yeah, that's a really good name for a website.
You can email me at ziggypredicts@podbomb.com.
You should actually go buy that, Darren. That is actually a pretty good name.
Go register podbomb.com.
I actually may. Don't do it right now. You'll increase the prices.
That's true.
Leave it. I can go
The
buy.
site can't be reached.
Okay, I'm going to go buy Podbomb.
Go buy Podbomb. Podbomb.
Yep, Podbomb.
Podbomb.
That's all it's going to be. It's going to be lots of like 2 or 3 second clips of me in different
Locations
pieces of clothing and
Okay,
different.
you're not even gonna move. You're just gonna.
No, I'm going to be in this.
You're just gonna lie there and put different T-shirts lying on yourself.
I'll put a T-shirt on and then I'll put like a mask on, just going Podbomb.
You can buy Podbomb T-shirts at podbombstore.podbomb.com.
Can you get .podbomb?
It's actually pod.
Podbomb.podbomb?
Podbomb.podbomb.
You find my
Or
latest content
you get-
at podbomb.podbomb/podbomb.
If you can get .bomb, get pod.bomb.
Yeah,
Nah.
pod.bomb would work in better.
I don't know how many. What are they called again? The .com, .horse,
They're
Flag.
suffix.
No, but there's a name for them.
Domain names.
Yeah.
No, domains, you're
Yeah.
up the bit between www and .com. I can't remember what the whatever is called.
Oh well.
Which is called
If you know,
region right
email
now.
us at headsetabuse.co.uk. No, headsetabuse.co.uk. Right, I need to go. There you
Headset
go.
podbomb.com.
Yeah, email Darren at ziggypredicts@podbomb.com. Yeah, you need to go and do it. You're going to get emails.
I'm gonna get emails. I might just make it ziggypredicts@pod.bomb if I can get that.
Thanks for
See.
pod bombing. Thanks
welcome.
for joining me, Mark.
No worries.
And we will be back next week.
Hopefully slightly more sane.
Hopefully not. Bye!